Chapter 1C. Society changes. Their attitude towards things change too. No surprise there. Insurance is one of the things the changes of the UK society has affected greatly. So here are the most notable things that affected the insurance in the UK. First is the welfare state. Here in the UK, we have many benefits, financial or otherwise, that we have access to just by virtue of being either a permanent resident or a citizen. The most notable among them is the state pension. We all know that once we retire, we will have some £180 coming in every week to our bank accounts. The second one is change in family models. Do you remember the table we've seen earlier? This one. You have changes in the normal structure of a lifetime of a person. That brought about some changes like an increase in the number of single people, more flexible family units, and living without marriage or civil partnership is more common. The third change that affected the insurance industry in the UK is consumerism. More people have more money and have more options. Therefore, it's a matter of how do you stack in the middle of all the options that they have. And by God, there are many. The fourth main catalyst of change has been technology. Remember the industrial sales force? Well, nobody knocks on your door anymore to collect premiums. You pay everything online, you do your shopping online, your quote you've done it online. So this has affected the industry greatly. And the last one is changes in attitudes towards personal risk. Now we have less people on defined benefits pensions. People work less and less for one single employer who takes care of them for their entire lives. And so our attitudes towards risk have adapted to reflect the changes of our circumstances here in the UK. Moving on. If you can't afford to watch the entire video, here's a bunch of statistics that will summarize this chapter perfectly for you. Between 2008 and 2009, you have massive institutions like Royal London and the FCA itself commissioned surveys to look into our attitudes, we as consumer, regarding insurance, and here's what they found. 1/3 of Britons are skeptical about buying any kind of protection product. Out of 20 people they've asked, only 3 thought that employed people ought to have an income protection. 65% of Britons have no form of insurance at all. Of the 35% who have insurance, however, the third of them have the most common one, that is life insurance. But only 10% of those have critical illness and disability insurance. And the best for last, a company called Life RE asked people if they felt they had sufficient life cover. These are your private medical insurance, life insurance, critical illness, income protection. 9 out of 10 responded in positive. How cool is that? However, upon scrutiny, it turns out that half of them don't even have any form of insurance at all. That's mind-blowing, isn't it? Focus point. People overestimate the amount of cover they have, if any at all, while simultaneously underestimating the likelihood of something going wrong. These facts are hardly surprising, are they? I mean, I didn't know the importance of insurance or what any of it meant, let alone be able to shop properly for my needs and assess them accurately, until I took a sincere liking to financial planning, that is. When boiled down to its essence, people admit that ignorance and lack of trust remain the top 2 factors for why they don't have insurance. The Wild West era of insurance and financial firms refusing to pay out claims and lawyering themselves out of their responsibility is long gone. And our jobs as future planners is to know how to address these objections. And this is naturally for the greater good of our future customers and clients. And I'd like to say as well, for the prosperity of people who live in the UK.